Chris Martin with CreativeDomain.com, and today's Cinema 4D quick tip tutorial is on compositing 3D elements on a 2D photograph. So I've taken this photograph here in my dirty office, and I have put these the sphere and the text in front of and behind the poster that I have sitting up here in the middle of the floor. So let's start a new scene, and we'll work on achieving this again. So first thing I'm going to do is I've got a preset here on camera, and I'm going to create a material with the picture on it for the background. So it's lace, and we're going to create a background element, and we'll put that on the background. So now we have our picture here, and we'll duplicate the picture. We'll call this one Rebuilt. Call this one BG for background. And let's put a sphere in the scene. Let's resize it. And put it right there. Let's put some text in the scene. We'll call this will make that smaller. Let's rotate it around. Let's go into our scene and make sure that we have we need a plane in here also. That's going to be the floor. Let's kind of get everything situated here. Bring this down so that the plane is sort of level with the floor. We'll drag it out. Then you want to go in your different views and make sure that your text and your sphere are on top of the plane. Let's drop a camera in here. Four-way view. Okay. And the next thing we need is a plane. Well, actually, let's do this. We're going to create a null object here. We'll call this Rebuilt. And we're going to take the other material, we're going to put it on Rebuilt, and we're going to change the projection to frontal. So now we put this on the plane, and you've got this weird looking, we render that, it doesn't really make any sense. But what we'll do now, we're going to take this, turn this to frontal. We'll take the Rebuilt, we'll put a compositing tag on it, and we will tell the compositing tag to composite the background, and we'll turn off cast shadows. Now what we'll do is we will drop a light in here. We'll pull the light back. And let's turn the shadowing on for the light. Now if we render this, we've got the elements casting shadows on the sphere, on the plane, which is the plane's going to represent the floor. What we need to do is we need to drag the plane under Rebuilt, which is floor. And because we have this material with a frontal projection on it and we have the compositing tag with the compositing background checked. When we render now, it just sort of blends in. So now what we need to do is we need to get the sphere. Let's move that over just a little bit here. Let's give it a color. Give it a good red. And we'll also put that on the text. What we need to do is we need to move the text behind, or make it look as though the text is behind this poster. So let's select the text. Let's rotate it around a little bit. And we will pull it back. And what we need to do is create something that we're going to put in front of the poster. So let's take a plane and let's change its orientation to +X. Let's rotate it and try and get it right there on the edge. You can play around with this, but this is kind of what we're looking for right there. And then we also want to drop that underneath rebuilt so that it is able to use the frontal projection of this material plus the compositing information that we put on the rebuild. So now when we render, it looks as though our creative is behind the poster and we have the sphere in front of it, both casting shadows. So that's the quick tip tutorial today on compositing 3D elements with 2D photographs. Hope that helps.